Just a few days ago, two elderly villagers brought 2 bags of rice to a temple at Mount Wutai, hoping to make a simple offering to the Buddha. But instead of gratitude, they got humiliated. A monk grabbed the rice and tossed it out the door, shouting. The devout couple, stunned and heartbroken, walked away in anger. The monk wasn't done. He kept yelling at their backs. After the video went viral online, the temple, Zhongtai Monastery, issued a statement. Their excuse: they claimed the monk in gray only threw out the rice because it was placed in the wrong spot. The netizens joked that the monk in yellow might as well have said, 2 bags of rice. You think that's enough to make a wish? Mount Wutai is considered the most sacred of China's 4 great Buddhist mountains, with 124 temples dotting its slopes. And yet, this rice-tossing incident didn't even happen at one of the famous ones. It was a no-name temple called Zhongtai. If that's how they treat worshippers there, imagine what it takes at the more popular spots. Let's take a look at the real money temples. If you want to make a wish there, you'd better bring something valuable. Cash comes first. Those pink bills you see on camera, that's 100 yuan, the largest denomination in China. Even if you're holding a stack of them, you still have to line up just to hand it over. Try offering food instead. You'll end up just like that old rice. The divine might not receive your offering, but the monks and nuns definitely will. The so-called merit boxes, as if dumping cash in there earns you virtue. But really, it's just the personal ATM for professional monks. Some of them wait until the temple's closed and count the haul behind locked doors. The more casual ones hand out cash at group dinners, but don't forget to whisper. Then there are the drawer monks. Pull the drawer, and boom, instant currency, counting machine mode. They could rival bank tellers in speed. But let's be honest, monks win, because that cash goes straight into their own pockets. And take a look at the wish pond. A single swipe of the monk's shovel, and all those wishes, gone. Aside from cash, people offer rice, fruit, yogurt, Red Bull, snacks, you name it. Some even hand over bottles of motai, the hermes of Chinese liquor. It's the king of the communist banquet table. Prices range from a few thousand yuan to over 1 million. Fortune-telling and prayer sticks are another major revenue stream, and the price, usually labeled up to you.
寺庙门口的时候，你们已经跟和尚说了，你按照你们的能力只能捐200，他不断的暗示你
要捐600，2、3次还。
且有什么疑惑，我们都这里都有。
你为什么刚刚要对那个人重复的说几次600？
自愿的不会。
你证件号有吗？你是真的和尚吗？
没事的，那我找我们专门的师傅过来嘛，对接给你们。
Personally, I just want to ask you, is that guy's eyebrow makeup supposed to be uneven on purpose? And why do monks need so much money? Simple, they spend it. The wishes people make in temples, getting rich, driving fancy cars, finding love, having kids, none of those prayers ever reach the gods. But somehow, they all come true for the monks. Take Shi Zhaji, birth name Zhang Bin, abbot of Shixiang Temple in Sichuan. He'd been a monk for over 20 years, but his hobbies were just like any ordinary guy. He loved scrolling through short videos. In 2020, he got hooked on a live streamer who sold rosewood furniture, Miss Kai, a pretty influencer. What started as a furniture order turned into an in-person meet-up. The monk became her top donor, her sugar monk, rosewood furniture, China's status symbol. Heavy, pricey, carved like a palace. That stuff costs more than a Porsche. When Kai's husband found out, he turned the monk into a walking ATM. Either pay up or your flirty footage goes public. The first payment, 2 million yuan, 1 million in cash, and another million in rosewood furniture. But after the money ran out, Kai's husband came back for more. Shi Zhaoji even brought some junior monks to negotiate. In the end, they settled on 3.2 million yuan to be paid in 3 installments. But after just the first payment, all 3 were arrested. Though state media claimed it was the monk himself who reported the crime. Come on, nobody believes that. All 3 ended up sentenced and fined. The monk lost his seat as a member of the Provincial Political Consultative Conference, too. Yes means he is a party member. Then there's Shi Zhanji, abbot of Xian Temple in Fujian. He was found sitting on 26.3 million yuan in cash and owned multiple luxury properties in Fuzhou and Ximen worth tens of millions more. In Ximen, he co-founded a media company and partied at nightclubs on the regular. He even married a beautiful young nun, Miss Guo, and had 2 kids with her, 1 boy and 1 girl. After the wedding, he bought her a luxury car. And get this, the reason he became a monk in the first place. He was dodging a murder charge.
Where'd the money go? Straight into the communist pot. They grab one, they seize it all. Truly harvest time for the party vultures.
But compared to the kind of money these temples rake in, their lavish spending is just a drop in the incense burner. Founded in 495 AD and famous for Shaolin Kung Fu, Shaolin Temple's ticket revenue alone hit 320 million yuan annually as early as the 2010s. It also runs performance trips, martial arts schools, cultural companies, and even real estate investments. On top of that, it pulls in over 8 million USD from overseas shows. The highest ticket revenue belongs to the Lingshan Grand Buddha in Wuxi, Jiangsu province, earning 762 million yuan a year. Another famed Buddhist mountain, Putuo Mountain in Zhejiang, can rake in millions in cash donations on a single holiday. And the donations from celebrities, politicians, and tycoons can easily match those sums, with all that incense money coming in cold, hard cash. This is a huge business. I mean, a huge show of sincerity. The Chinese gangland boss would never allow all that fat cash to flow straight into monks' pockets. As an atheist overlord, it simply won't tolerate any faith on its turf that competes with it. So whether they're monks, Taoist priests, or regular believers, whatever they wear, whatever they truly believe inside, you've got to first believe in the party. Only by keeping the party happy can you keep your begging bowl intact. The first step is to join the party. Yes, you heard that right. The officially atheist Chinese Communist Party requires religious figures to become party members. In 2021, to celebrate the party's 100th anniversary, Maoshan Taoist priests collectively joined the party. These Taoists are famous for exorcising evil spirits, warding off disasters, and performing talisman magic. Back when the party hadn't yet banned belief in ghosts, Hong Kong even had many movies based on Maoshan Taoists. Later, the party banned animals from becoming supernatural beings, basically saying no more demons or spirits exist anywhere. Even ghost movies aren't allowed to show real ghosts anymore. So Taoists who used to perform exorcisms have mostly disappeared from public view. Who knows if these Taoists joined the party to infiltrate and weaken the Red Devil from inside, or if they just gave up and joined because they couldn't fight it. Monks also swear allegiance to the party flag, the blood red banner, and the giant portrait of Xi Jinping, pledging,
我等圣人庄严宣誓，忠于党，忠于祖国，热爱领袖，誓为共产主义，奋斗终身。
Even in their oaths, the party must come first, above everything else, including the nation itself. One wonders if someday monks and nuns will even burn incense for the party's leader right inside the main hall. Long live the leader. In Suzhou, a Christian deputy pastor's promotion ceremony featured the new pastor, firmly placing her hand on the Bible and pledging, "Will resolutely support the leadership of the Chinese Communist Party and strive to practice the core socialist values." Flattering the party is a skill, and it must be done with style and flair. For example, a choir group sings, "Without the Communist Party, there would be no new China," with 2 vocal parts, so overly sycophantic it's almost unbearable. We won't share the full recording. The vice president of the Buddhist Association and respected monk Yin Shun urges Buddhists to respectfully copy the party's 19th Congress report and calls on Buddhist groups to consciously uphold General Secretary Xi Jinping's core leadership, to know, love, and be united with the party, obey the party's words, and follow the party's lead. Yin Shun says the 19th Congress report is the contemporary Buddhist scripture. He's already copied it 3 times and plans to copy it 10 more. Another monk, Yin Guang, says,
我们只要尽力团结在以习主席为首的党中央中国，愿习主席中国梦，是我中华领袖世界，挽救中国，共筑中国。
Then he orders his staff to loudly repeat, be Mao Zedong's monk, Deng Xiaoping's lay follower, Hu Jintao's lecturer, and realize Xi Jinping's Chinese dream. After hearing this, one wonders who's truly lost their mind. Holding scriptures in one hand while singing praises to party bosses every day. Are they straight up mentally split? Who will receive Yin Shun and Yin Guang when they pass away? Marx Mao or Xi? If it's Xi Jinping coming, they might want to pray for a slow exit, or maybe something else. You get the picture. The best party flatters get rich. Take the top party monk, Shi Yongsan, who is not only the abbot of Shaolin Temple, but also dubbed Shaolin's CEO by the media. He commercialized Shaolin and even called on monks to learn from China's former richest man. the party's frontman Xu Jiayin. Whether he meant learning business skills or how to sell a whole stalled real estate project with just a tiny sales office is unclear. Less skilled flatterers, the junior monks, can only scrounge up some pocket money or dream of riches through lottery tickets. In 2023, a controversial job had circulated online from Chongqing's Yuzhong Luan Temple, offering salaries ranging from 8,000 to 50,000 yuan a month for roles from trainee monks to abbot, with 2-year internships, room and board included, required business trips, and ritual work. Applicants of any gender needed a bachelor's degree and to pass China's CT6 English exam, plus memorize scriptures like the Diamond Sutra, Lotus Sutra, and Amitabha Sutra. They must abstain from alcohol and sex during work but have private life freedom off duty. After the uproar, the temple denied the ad's authenticity. Maybe it's fake, but such professional monks pulling these stunts is no joke. Usually, such positions wouldn't even be openly advertised. Back in the day, monks held begging bowls and went door to door for alms. Now, worshippers scramble to throw money at them, but when the cash piles up, even party vultures come begging. If it gets too much, the head monks might kick some out. Citizen journalist Zhao Lanjian, who exposed the Iron Chain Woman case, posted that the Tianjin-Hebei district government ran out of funds to pay wages from March to April and had to borrow several hundred million yuan from the Great Compassion Temple by July. The money was gone again, so they asked for more. Now, the temple refuses to keep giving money, saying, "We have never been a place for people to beg from. We are not your charity." Since China's reform and opening, well-known temples and shrines have been commercialized. They've been turned into tourist attractions, making money from visitors. The monks aren't real monks, and worshippers aren't real believers. Praying to statues isn't about cultivating Buddhist teachings or doing good deeds. Just like the monks, it's about getting rich, having children, finding lovers, and avoiding disaster. They find partners easily in this transactional system. With the party's incense burning so strong, private companies are rushing in to grab their share. What used to be sacred places of faith have now been turned upside down by messy commercial projects. Private businesses building temples, running temple nursing homes, buying and selling temples. It's become a full-blown temple economy, complete with all kinds of merchandise like incense, prayer beads, vegetarian food, and more. What's laughable is Article 63 of the party disciplinary regulations states that party members with religious beliefs should be educated and persuaded, and if they persist, they face expulsion from the party. Also, in China's household registration system, religious belief is recorded. Anyone who declares a faith is officially barred from joining the Communist Party. Yet nowadays, temples are controlled by party members who don't truly believe in Buddhism, and the worshippers are party followers, not real devotees. You might as well put the wishing pool sign right next to the party's swimming pool. People just throw their money straight into the party's pool to make their wishes. The party's rules couldn't be clearer. You can't be both a true believer and a party member. If you try, you'll get kicked out, and the party lets you keep wearing those robes, not kicking you out. Because one reason is to rake in money for the CCP, and the other is to ruin the faith of the Chinese people. Since taking power, the party has systematically destroyed religious faith from 1950 to 1958. In Ningbo and elsewhere, the socialist labor transformation forced monks and nuns to take off robes and labor. In a Buddhist factory, in Ningbo, over 25,000 monks and nuns were exploited for labor. On the eve of International Women's Day 1951, the Changsha Women's Federation in Hunan ordered all female monks to marry within days. During the Korean Wars 1950-1953, many Tibetan lamas were forced into military units sent to the northeast front lines or border posts. During the Cultural Revolutions 1966-76, Red Guards smashed temples, burned scriptures, and beat monks. Buddhists, Christians, Taoists, and others were branded superstitious fools. Monks and nuns were forced into heterosexual pairings for marriage, holding anti-Buddhist signs. Christian and Catholic sites were closed or repurposed. Priests were persecuted to disability or death. Shanghai priest Han Jiahai was sentenced to 20 years just for insisting faith does not belong to the Communist Party. An old abbot from Ma Mountain was beaten to death by Red Guards for refusing to remove his Buddhist beads. In 1999, Falun Gong practitioners who insisted on their faith faced extermination, torture, and live organ harvesting. Temples and churches are occupied by party members disguised in robes, while practitioners of Falun Gong's truthfulness, compassion, forbearance are imprisoned, tied to hospital tables. A 6-year-old Tibetan reincarnated child recognized as the Panchen Lama went missing with his family 3 days after identification. Never heard from again. The party suppresses all true faith, cutting off the Chinese people's connection to the divine, creating an evil playground where laws are worth less than toilet paper and kindness has vanished. This is the place that's raised the Chinese people we see today.